Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. Thank you for vibing with me. Don't forget to put the ball in after the vibes. Let's really talk about the Sixers, and we're going to talk about Ben Simmons as well. Right, his first game with the Clippers. But let's talk about Tyrese Maxey. What if Tyrese Maxey requests to be traded from the 76ers? And the only reason why I'm saying it because I got this good idea from Stephen A. Smith. Well, it's not a good idea. It's a bad idea. Hopefully it doesn't happen. But he had a good point. We got to pay attention to what happens with the Sixers, especially when this season is over and it's the off season. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. Stephen A. Smith had a good point. Depending on what happens with Joel Embiid, depending on what happens with Paul George this off season, Tyrese Maxey might mess around and say, I'm not wasting my early prime years with a team that has no chance, with an organization that doesn't know how to build a championship caliber team. Tyrese Maxey might honestly say, I want to leave, bro. I want to go to a different team because I'm not going to. And another thing, if they happen to keep Paul George because they can't trade him, or and they keep Joel Embiid because they can't trade him, he says, yo, I can't win with two stars that are always hurt. I can't do everything myself. I want to win a championship. I want to be one of the greatest players of all time. And I can't win, even though Joel Embiid's super talented when healthy. Shout out to my boy T.Y. He said Maxey to the Warriors. Now we're not even gonna think that. We're not gonna think about that, bro. We're not even gonna think about it. I hope it don't happen. But there's honestly a chance, depending on how everything turns out this offseason. You know what I mean? Because if the Sixers mess around and they don't do what they need to do in this offseason, they're going to mess around and find out the hard way. They're going to mess around and find out the hard way. And, and I'm telling you, I don't see Tyrese Maxey doing it, but I'm not putting anything past him. Because if I was Tyrese Maxey, you know what I mean? And I want to be a great player because you know Tyrese Maxey's rookie season, how he played his rookie season compared to now, he's a totally different player. Hello. What's going on? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're a Sixers fan or a Phillies fan. We cover the Sixers and the Phillies on this channel. But it was night and day from this rookie season to now. Tyrese Maxey is a straight up superstar, or he's a budding superstar, right? So he don't want to waste his early prime with this team if they can't build around him. And my whole thing is this. Same with the rest of this year. Depending on how this season ends up, this season can end really bad or it can end really good. And if the good news, the really good is us making a run in the playoffs, which I doubt that's going to happen. I would be pleasantly surprised if the Sixers make a run this year. That's the good. The bad is we fall off the dang on cliff. And I mean, like, we just lose out. We just losing game, like 10-game losing streaks. We just keep losing. Shout out to Project. What time is it? I don't even know what time it is over here. What is it, like 3 something, 4 something? But shout out to you. Everybody hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I cover the Sixers and the Phillies on this channel. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. And as always, God bless and be easy. But listen, y'all. Am I crazy for thinking this? Because, like I said, I give all the credit to Stephen A. Smith for even putting it out there. Do you think Tyrese Maxey will request a trade out of Philly if they don't get it together when it comes to this offseason? And especially if they don't do nothing the rest of this season? That would be like the worst case scenario for the Sixers fans and the Sixers franchise because, like, how you going to replace Joel, Paul George, and Tyrese Maxey in one off season? You're going to get nothing but first-round picks, and then you're going to try to figure out what you're going to do. You're just going to have Jared McCain. You're going to have Jared McCain to build around. So that would suck, man. I ain't going to sit here and lie. I'm tired of getting all these first-round picks, bro. I want to win now, bro. Had Jimmy Butler and we had Jimmy Butler, couldn't win. I love Jimmy Butler. I think Jimmy Butler we would have got a championship with Jimmy Butler. I think if we would have kept him, if we would have kept Jimmy Butler over Ben Simmons or whoever we signed, Tobias Harris, I think we would have won a championship. But the other subject, and I'm going to go back to the Tyrese Maxey talk, but the other subject is Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons' first game with the Clippers. With the Clippers. You're telling me the hype around Ben Simmons is unbelievable. This man played one game with the Clippers, and they automatically saying, like, oh, he's back, and I'm like, yo, come on, bro. What was his numbers? What was his numbers? They barely beat the Jazz team, a Jazz team that's tanking, a Jazz team that's not good. Yes, they have Laurie Markkinen, they have some talented players, but they barely beat the Jazz team, and they making it as if Ben Simmons and the Clippers beat some team that's the best in the Western Conference. Like, they didn't beat a playoff team. They didn't beat the Nuggets. They didn't beat OKC. They didn't beat a great team in the West. So I don't understand it, man. But what he had, Ben Simmons had 12 points, 6 assists, and 7 rebounds. So they just got to stop the cap, man. They got to stop the cap. All this, Ben Simmons, if he can be back like what he was, nah, he ain't going back to that. I'll be pleasantly surprised. I hope his career ain't over. But for them to say Ben Simmons is going to be like he was when, all right, with the Sixers, you know I'm a diehard Sixer fan, right? With the Sixers, his rookie season and his, in like about probably 3 years or whatever in Philly, he was pretty darn good, man. He didn't improve his free throw shooting, didn't work on his jump shot, but he still was a very good player defensively. Yes, he could bring you defense. He's 6'10". He got his handle. He could facilitate. His IQ is very high. He's a very gifted player. But they were trying to make it seem like this guy was the next Magic Johnson. This guy was the next LeBron James. Like, they were trying to make it seem like Ben Simmons was really that dude. He has the talent, but he don't got the mindset. And yeah, 12.6 assists, 7 rebounds, and elite defense is pretty darn good, but it's his first game. People got to stop overreacting to just one game this man played, bro. One game, and they trying to say the Clippers could do something this year. Like, come on, bro. The Clippers ain't getting out the West. Yes, I like what James Harden is doing. James Harden is playing amazing. Like, I ain't going to sit here and cap. James Harden is balling, bro. What he had? He had 32 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. That bull balling. I ain't going to sit here and lie. Norman Powell had 41 points with the Clippers yesterday, right? But they barely beat the Jazz. The Jazz is one of the worst teams in the Western Conference. They beat them 120 to 116 in overtime. It took overtime for them to beat one of the worst teams in the Western Conference. So all this hype around Ben Simmons, oh, Ben Simmons is that, Ben Simmons is back, and Ben Simmons, he has arrived, and now he's going to be the same Ben Simmons what he was when he was with the Sixers. Man, people got to stop it, bro. Ben, a backup 6'10", can't shoot. Right. I don't understand why people be trying to make it seem like Ben Simmons is back like when he was with the Sixers, bro. He played one game, 12 points, 6 assists, and 7 rebounds, and he plays great defense. He could guard 1 through 5 depending on who the 5 is. But come on, man, we got to stop this overly hype stuff, bro. Like Stephen A. Smith is talking, like hyping up the Clippers. It's a little windy out here. Like, a lot of people are hyping up the Clippers right now. They're not getting out the Western Conference. They're not. And if they do, it's not going to be because of Ben Simmons. People got to slow their roll, bro. People got to slow their roll, bro. Stop it. Take that. Ben got a bag. This should be a lesson for all teams. Don't count your chickens before they, yeah. Take the checkbook from, yeah, 500 million. You ain't lying. Jazz covering spread at home recently, right? This team brought PG in this. Yeah, bro, like, I don't understand. Like, listen, real talk, though, man. I honestly feel like getting back to the Sixers, right? Because I don't really care about the Ben Simmons news. Like, I'm not hating. I hope the best for Ben Simmons. I hope Ben Simmons actually does good, because it does suck for him to be the first overall pick from what he was with the Sixers compared to what he is now. It's like a sad story. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I hate to see that. You know what I mean? I hope the brother can get it together. But people overly hyping Ben Simmons like he like he's back. And it's like, nah, bro, stop it. But getting back to the Sixers, man, that makes me think a lot. When Stephen A. Smith said on First Take today on ESPN, like, if Tyrese Maxey requests a trade out of Philly, bro, that would be like, oh my gosh, bro. I wouldn't know what to do. This team brought PG for what? He really wasn't like that in college, bro. Yeah. Oh, you talking about Ben Simmons? He was talented. What would he play? LSU? I ain't gonna lie, Ben Simmons' highlights look good, but I wanted Brandon Ingram. I wanted Brandon Ingram over Ben Simmons. You know what I mean? And people thought I was crazy. You know what I mean? People thought I was crazy when I said it. I said, yo, I want Brandon Ingram because Brandon Ingram reminded me of KD a little bit. Yeah, PG All-Stars days done. He's a podcaster. Yeah, bro, I be trying to tell people, like, look, I ain't trying to hate on PG, but I just keep it real. PG ain't the same anymore, man. PG ain't the same no more. But my whole thing is, what's going to happen with Tyrese Maxey this offseason? Like, could there be some rumors of him requesting a trade? If they don't get rid of PG, if they don't get rid of Joel Embiid, or say this season gets even worse than it already is, and they don't make no offseason moves, would Tyrese request a trade out of Philly, bro? And if they do, what's next for the Sixers? Like, what are the Sixers going to do? If Tyrese Maxey gets mad enough and he's like, yo, I can't do this, man. These dudes is always hurt. These dudes ain't clutch. I'm the only one that's busting my behind consistently out of the big three, the so-called big three. Yes, Joel Embiid is good when he plays for the most part, but PG, he's not consistent. 2 points in 37 minutes. It's like, imagine what if Tyrese Maxey's family, his father, his mother, somebody might be talking to him like, yo, like, are you sure you want to waste your prime in Philly? Are you sure you don't want to go, like my boy said, the Warriors? Or that could be the person to replace Steph Curry. You know what I mean? When Steph Curry retires, have Tyrese Maxey there, bro. You know, there's a lot of different things, bro, that can happen, bro. Like, I'm just saying, bro, I hope this doesn't happen, because I feel like as much as I love Jared McCain, and people will be saying to me, like, oh, Jared McCain's more talented than Tyrese. I don't think so. I think Tyrese Maxey is a budding superstar. And I'm not saying that Jared McCain can't be a superstar, but I think Tyrese Maxey, he has already proven that he's clutch in the playoffs. He's pretty darn good. And it's just him versus, like, he's supposed to be part of a big three, and it's just him playing. You know what I mean? Hey, hold on. Malik, what would you want for Tyrese? Oh, my gosh. If we did trade him, this is something we don't want to hear. He has the best. Oh, my gosh, bro. If we had to trade Tyrese, bro, I don't know what team. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Like, I honestly don't know. If I could get, like, I don't know, bro. It would have to be a star for a star. Like, say it was with the Charlotte Hornets, and we could go get LaMelo Ball. It would have to be like something like that for me. It would have to be like something like that. I don't want just a whole bunch of first-round picks, bro. Everybody in the building, if you can, I got 7 people in the building. Can all 7 people hit the like button for your boy? Show your boy some love. I cover the Sixers and I cover the Phillies on this channel. It's Philly everything besides football. Yeah, hit the subscribe button and the like button if you haven't already. But he said AI. But yeah, that's a good question. I have to really think that through. Of course, he gives you the most value back, but that's a route I don't want to take when it comes to Tyrese Maxey. I don't want to trade Tyrese. But Stephen A. Smith got a good point, though, because he doesn't. Why would he want to waste his whole prime? His beginning of his prime on a team that's not doing nothing, bro. All right, so he said AI was like that in college. Okay. Brandon Ingram and Raptors at home go to cover spreads after All-Star break. Yeah, I can see that. Las Vegas 76ers sounds good. Oh, snap. We trying to move the Sixers to Las Vegas. Maxey to the Knicks. Nah, because they got Jalen Brunson. Maxey definitely best on the team right now. You ain't lying. Embiid needs to lose weight. Embiid needs a lot more to lose weight, bro. He need to lose weight and he need to get healthy, bro. I don't know what he's going to do. But losing weight can maybe keep him healthy. But I don't know what it is with Joel Embiid. It seems like Joel Embiid's just, I don't know. I don't know anymore. I hope the best for Joel Embiid. I always wanted him to finish his career in Philly. But after this season, bro, I think he's being traded, bro. Like, I really think he's going to be traded. I don't think he's going to last in Philly anymore. Maxey wasting his time with the Sixers. Yeah, his beginning of his prime, Tyrese Maxey could easily go to the Houston Rockets, Knicks, Magic, Heat, and make them a champ. You ain't lying. He could make any of these teams a championship caliber team, bro. I want to see the 76ers parade. Yeah, I do too, bro. It would be a good trade based on 76ers getting short or of the stick most of the time. Yeah, you ain't lying. I ain't trying to trade Tyrese, but if with Stephen A. Smith, maybe Stephen A. Smith heard something. And I'm not saying that Stephen A. Smith is right. I'm not saying he's wrong. He might have heard something. He didn't say that that's what Tyrese Maxey would actually request for a trade. But I'm saying he pretty much said, like, just be careful, because if they don't do the right things this offseason and the Sixers don't get better, Tyrese Maxey might mess around and say, look, I know y'all drafted me. I know you gave me this contract, but it looks like we're going in the wrong direction, and I need to go to another team. That could honestly be something that he says. Respectfully, I don't want to be on a team that can't win. You know what I mean? Tyrese me could easily go. Yo, I heard that. I want to see the 76. Yo, I heard that. Joel needs to be off this team. Yeah. Easier said than done. You know what I mean? Easier said than done. As much as I would say trade Joel is not as easy, because first and foremost, you got to think the other GM, two sides got to play a part. And if Joel Embiid is not healthy, I'm not trading potential first-round picks and a potential star or whatever, or up-and-coming star, for a player that's not able to get on the court. You know what I mean? And as much as I know Joel Embiid could be great when he's healthy, the problem is, if you look at his games that he missed compared to the games that he played, the man is like even. That's a bad sign, bro. You got to be a team that really is like a one player away type deal. Like, all right, if we get Joel Embiid and we just get him and we just kind of save him for the playoffs, or he plays probably 40 games, if that, in the regular season, and he's good for the playoffs, we got a chance to win it right now. Like, for instance, right? I'm going to keep it real with you. Just putting it out there. I'm not saying this is going to happen. Say he went to the Lakers right now. If Joel Embiid went to the Lakers right now with Luka and LeBron James, they would have a center. They would have, I think they would have enough to contend in the West. Like, he has to go to a team like that got already made, like, he won't be the first option. He might not even be the second option. He'd be the third option on that team, bro. Right after LeBron and James and Luka. So that's how I'm looking at it. He would have to get traded to a team like that. But the problem is, what are you giving up? We're not just going to give up Joel Embiid for nothing. So it's just like, two got to play. You know what I mean? And the thing about it is, Daryl Morey, I'm not a big fan of Daryl Morey. When it comes to him drafting, I love it. But when it comes to him building a championship caliber team, Daryl Morey is probably the worst GMs I have ever seen, bro. Bro signed Paul George to a max contract, bro. A 4-year max contract. And I'm not saying Paul George is the worst player ever. That's not the case. I'm talking about recently. Paul George, for that max contract, is not worth it, in my opinion. I mean, I know he has injuries and all that, but whatever, bro. You having a Eagles parade, ain't that enough? 76ers need to gut their whole roster and keep Maxey only. You know what's crazy? Russell Red, I'm Philly everything on this channel, bro. But guess what? I'm not an Eagle fan. I'm not a Steeler fan. You know what I mean? I'm a hybrid sports fan. On my other channel, I cover the Vikings. I'm a Viking fan from PA. Rare, you know what I'm saying? It's rare to be a Viking fan from PA, bro. Ain't many Viking fans from Pennsylvania. So I'm not celebrating that Super Bowl, bro. They celebrating that Super Bowl, not me. So it's you know what I mean. So it's not enough for me. It ain't enough for me, bro. Look, and the reason why I'm a Viking fan from PA is because of Randy Moss. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Congratulations to the Eagles. They are having a parade right now in Philly. Shout out to them. But no, I'm not an Eagle fan. I'm Philly everything else though, bro. So I'm talking about the Sixers, and I get what you're saying about gut everything else. The problem is how and what are you getting back? It's easy for us to say, yo, just trade Paul George. Who gonna want that contract? It's easy for us to say, trade Joel Embiid. Who gonna want that contract? Plus, you don't know if he's gonna be healthy. Same with PG. We don't know if PG gonna be healthy. Joel and Paul George don't have the trade value Tyrese Maxey does. We could get 2 players for Tyrese. He's young. He's in his prime. Houston, Orlando, or Mavs. But I will say this. Anybody can be traded. You know what I mean? After that Luka trade, anybody can get it. Anybody can be traded, bro. So I agree with that, but I'm trying my hardest not to trade Tyrese Maxey. I'm not trading Tyrese Maxey, bro. I'll trade Jared McCain. I'm not trading Tyrese, but I get what you're saying. He's the most valuable player. But first and foremost, if I could, I would have to trade Paul George and Joel Embiid before I trade Tyrese Maxey. You know what I mean? I would love to get some players back from Houston or possibly get some players from Orlando. But what players are they giving back for Tyrese? I don't want to trade Tyrese, man. I don't even want to speak it into existence. I'm just saying, Stephen A. Smith said on First Take today, bro, be careful. Like, if the Sixers don't do what they got to do in this offseason, if they don't do anything for the rest of this season, Tyrese Maxey might mess around and request a trade, bro. So it might happen. I'm just saying. Now you know how Houston felt about Daryl Morey. Oh, he ain't a GM. He's a... Yes! Russell Red, you are speaking facts, bro. It's a difference between just looking at the stats and actually knowing the game or just the eye test. You can look at the stats and look at the box score, but you can't just look at the box score. You have to watch the game and, like, your eye test, bro. Eyes can lie too, but you have to put it together. Look at the stats, you know what I mean? And watch the dang on game. Watch the player. And as much as, like, when it came down to it, like, I remember when he was the GM for the Houston, they didn't even want to have a center at one point. They tried to win a dang on championship without a center. That's crazy. That's crazy. For, like, the history of the NBA, from the very, very beginning in the NBA, center's always been a part of winning a championship. Always. From the very beginning. You can go as far back as Bill Russell. You can go as far back as Wilt Chamberlain. You could talk about Dirk Nowitzki. You could talk about Kareem. You could talk about a whole bunch of players. Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett. You know, center's always been running the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So for you to try to build a championship team without a center, like he was the GM of the Rockets, that was crazy, bro. And just had James Harden just chucking up threes and the team just chucking up threes. You're not going to win. You're not going to win. Tyrese Maxey get it on Boston or Cavs or OKC. That would be a 76. Nah, it is not going to happen. The one thing I don't think the Sixers are that stupid. Like the Sixers do a lot of stupid things sometimes. But I ain't going to say that they're not going to do that. They wouldn't do that. They would not trade Tyrese Maxey to the Celtics. They wouldn't do that. You said Celtics, OKC, yeah. I think OKC is built the way they need to be built. They good. They good the way they are. Would you want a Tyrese Maxey on your team? Heck yeah. But OKC might mess around and win a championship this year. And the Cavs, I don't think they will want them because you already got Donovan Mitchell and you got Garland. I'm a big fan of Garland. I'm a big fan of Donovan Mitchell. I don't know who you're going to replace. Is it going to be Donovan Mitchell? Is it going to be Garland? Because you can't have 3 point guards or 3 like of that caliber on the same team. I don't think that will work. You know what I mean? The Cavs. Yeah, just my opinion on that. But yeah, I don't understand. Like that Houston days with G. Like, see, that's why I'm saying, like, why did the Sixers even hire Daryl Morey, bro? Like, this man, we hired Daryl Morey to do what? For us to continuously keep losing, for him not to build the team properly. But then it's a lot of bad luck too. A lot of people got hurt. So I can't blame him for the injuries, but because it could have been good. It could have been great. We did beat the Boston Celtics on Christmas Day. We did beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. You know what I'm saying? We got the talent, if you think about it. It's just everybody throughout the whole season has been hurt. Everybody got hurt. I think the whole team got hurt for the Sixers this season. You said the Cavs can figure it out? I don't think they would, bro. Because you got to think, Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Tyrese, that wouldn't work, bro. That's too many. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know about that. But I truly feel like the Sixers are on the verge of possibly losing out on one of the best players in the NBA if this offseason does not get better. I mean, if the offseason isn't good, I mean. We're not even in the offseason. I'm thinking it's the offseason now because it's so dang on bad. But if this season doesn't finish a little bit better, and if we do happen to just not make it to the playoffs and the offseason is just terrible, we might mess around and lose Tyrese Maxey, man. It sucks, but it's true. Anything can happen. But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It's definitely going down. Truly appreciate each and every one of y'all. I cover the Sixers. I cover the Phillies on this channel. You know what I mean? Philly, everything besides football. And if you're wondering who my football team is, the Minnesota Vikings, because of the greatest wide receiver of all time, Randy Moss. But have a wonderful day, y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoying y'all Friday. Y'all chilling, y'all being safe. Just thinking about the Sixers and what we gonna do, man. What the Sixers gonna do, man. For the rest of this season, what the Sixers going to do in the off season. You know what I'm saying? Green and green. I've been saying Maxey going at, bruh. Trade if yo, bruh. And that's the problem. I have a bad feeling because there's no listen. Stephen A. Smith said it on First Take today. Shout out to Greeny Green. Greeny Green. That's a funny name. But Stephen A. Smith said it for a reason. He didn't just say that just to put it out there, bro. He put it out there for a reason, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if Tyrese Maxey is actually thinking about being traded from the Sixers. I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't be surprised at this point. People think it's not going to happen, but who knows, bro? Who knows? I love Tyrese, man, but if he requests a trade, you're going to have to trade him. What you can get back for him is a lot. Like my boy Malik said. He said, yo, you can get a lot for him. But if you trade Tyrese Maxey, you have to trade Joel Embiid. You have to trade Paul George. If you don't look, it would be devastating, bro. I'm a diehard Sixer fan. Philly, everything besides football. I'm telling you right now, if they trade Tyrese Maxey, and they still got PG and Joel Embiid on this team, bro, I guarantee you, the fans ain't going to the games no more, bro. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. They going to lose a lot of business, bro. It's a wrap. But shout out to everybody in the building. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you a Sixer fan, or a Phillies fan. We're going to cover the Phillies. I got the Phillies winning the World Series this year, if you haven't already. If you didn't know, now you know. Phillies is winning it all this year, bro. We winning the World Series, man. But yeah, man, that's crazy, man. People are starting to really think about it now. This is rumors that could actually come true, bro. The Tyrese Maxey talk can actually come true, bro. And if it does come true, we better get some players that are already good, bro. We better get some really good players back. But I don't trust Daryl Morey to make that decision, bro. I don't trust Daryl Morey to make the decision, bro. He might try to get somebody else that's old. He might trade Tyrese Maxey for like a player that's old, bro, with a big name. Just a big name player that's old. You know what I'm saying? I hope that doesn't happen. But the route that, the way that things are turning out for the Sixers, I wouldn't be surprised if Daryl Morey traded Tyrese Maxey for somebody that's like a former all-star that's just kind of like late in his prime. Shout out to my boy Ryan Rowe in the building. He said this organization is horrible. To sell the franchise and get someone in return for Maxey, bro. Man, Harris. What's his name? Josh Harris? I would love for him to sell the franchise. I think we should build around Maxey. I'm willing to even trade Jerry McCain to get better. Look, I just want to win a dang on championship. Yeah, you'll get a lot. Package mini in a first for, yeah. They got a lot for Chris Paul in his prime. They should be able to get a lot for Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey's in his early prime, bro. He's like in the very beginning of his prime, bro. He's nowhere close to being the best Tyrese Maxey, bro. So if we was to trade Tyrese Maxey, bro, whoever trades for Tyrese, I need like 4 first-round picks and give me an up-and-coming budding star, bro. You know what I'm saying? I need something. I need a lot back. I'm not trading Tyrese Maxey for nothing, bro. But the rumors are starting to float around. And rumors, look, they're not just rumors, I don't think. I'm starting to feel like that because I don't think Stephen A. Smith would have said something like that, bro. I don't think he would have said that, bro. Stephen A. Smith, he a smart man. Who's the agent for Tyrese Maxey? Rich Paul, or whatever his name is. Rich Paul, right? He might have said something to Stephen A. Smith and said, yo, say something on First Take, put it out there now, because if they don't build around Tyrese Maxey in this offseason, he requesting a trade. I'm speaking for Tyrese. I'm getting him out of Philly because I don't want him wasting his early prime years in Philly. No, and look, I can't be mad. I can't even be mad at that, bro. Because we going downhill right now. We going downhill right now, y'all. But I love this team so much. I want to win. Last time they won a championship was in 1983. And it is sad. It is sad what's going on with the organization. Very sad. Very unfortunate. But we're going to see what happens. I just feel like the Sixers on a verge of they got to rebuild. They cannot keep running it back. That would be the worst thing if they try to run this bull crap back. What if they try to run this back? Oh yeah, Joel Embiid's healthy. He had his off-season surgery. Paul George is healthy. He's good now. Nah, bruh. Nah, we ain't running nothing back, bro. We ain't running nothing back. Somebody got to go. Somebody got to go. We trying to start all the way over, bro. We trying to start all the way over. We ain't having that. Nope. Us Sixer fans deserve so much better. But I'm out, y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful Friday, y'all. And as always, God bless. Be safe. And I'll be live tomorrow for, I'm trying to think. What's happening tomorrow? It's a 3-point contest. I'm trying to figure out what's the events tomorrow. But I will be live one of these all-star events. Probably the 3-point contest. I do like the 3-point contest. The donkey contest, I don't know about that. I might do the all-star game. But I will be live sometime this weekend for one of the events this all-star weekend. But I'm out. Have a wonderful day, y'all. Peace.